I swear to God, this is an early raid in terms of WoW.
We should have one EU-friendly raid
thank you.
sword and then one NA-friendly when we have two raids.
Ooh,
No.
Yep, he's right.
No.
no, that'll be hard.
My bad.
No.
Here's what we
I
can do.
don't think so. No.
The different things we can do for the future raids, we can obviously have the first raid after this one, the competitions, because we'll have at least 2. I say at least 2. We're probably going to have more. We've got a lot of people want to raid. But for the 2 main raids, yeah, we can have competition. We can do an EU versus NA raid. We can do Tyler versus Soda. Once Tyler gets to actually see the raid a couple times, Tyler versus Soda raid. We can do a draft. Miz versus Tyler is probably going to be the first one. I don't know if we want to make it a competition right after our first MC. There's a lot of options on the table on how to go about it. EU versus NA.
Oh, we could do
That's
Pika
valid.
leads a raid versus Czar leads a raid. And
Yes.
see if like we can.
Ooh,
make it to the
that's a
end.
good
Yeah,
one.
it'd be kind of fire.
Absolutely, you're right.
Ooh.
We can do a draft where, you guys just basically pick like a baseball team. And
Do you
Yeah,
pick all
man!
the-
Ooh, I like
Ooh,
that.
that's fun.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
pick
I
one
like
each.
that.
so
Take
all
turns.
that, I do want people to know, though, that there's so many people. I don't want you guys to not go to MC if you don't get picked. We only have 80 people that can go every week. I'm probably going to allow everyone in the guild to run MC if you're not in the main drafts. Just run it however you want at your own risk, because you won't have Petri. So if you want to go in a pug and they decide to Petri out, you're fucked. You're not Petriing regardless.
Oh, we're allowed to pug MCs now, is what you're saying? Like after this point? Like as a whole guild, or you just kind of like maybe willy-nilly in that for now?
I'm not sending that entirely, but it is
Okay.
it is on my I do want everyone to be able to go to MC, right? I
What
don't want
about,
everyone
like,
to feel locked.
Pure guild ones,
Okay.
just that aren't in the main 2.
Yeah.
Would that be fine, or
What do you mean?
that's
Sorry?
still a question? Like if, let's say we already have 80 people doing it, right, and then another 40 wanted to do it from the guild.
Yeah, they can all
It's
go.
like a third one.
Yeah.
That's fine. Okay.
Yeah. Absolutely. After this week, this MC, there's only one MC happening this week. Period. After this week reset happens, assuming we clear it today, now it's unlocked. If you're drafted for the main 2 raids, obviously you're locked into those. But for everyone else, we're going to come up with something to get you an MC. So a lot of people
If you're drafted for the second raid,
Huh?
how do you know if you're drafted for the second raid?
We'll probably call a draft. So no one can do MC until the drafts. Oh, wait, you're right, because we'll be drafting. No, we'll be drafting way before MC actually happens, not the day of. So no MC until basically the raids comps are decided beforehand.
It's actually not more of a question. It's more of just like a suggestion. I think that everyone who didn't show up with their boons already booned should have their roll lowered on loot.
We need more women.
Oh my
Their
God.
number
So-
should roll lower. Torrents are rolling out of 85. It's crazy.
Hold on. Now, I need y'all's opinion on this. So when it comes to the points, all right, we obviously stopped doing tribute chest, and we can do 2 things here. We can honestly just exclude points and say we don't care anymore. Or
I agree.
or
As a Tauren, I like
I
that.
agree. I agree
Same.
as a Tauren.
okay, as a
Then
Tauren, I'm
just
sure you're
second.
gonna agree. I need you to take yourself out of your Tauren last place position for a moment. The other decision,
Impossible.
if we were to if
The
we were
first
to move
time.
forward, what's going to happen? Taurens will only roll 1 through 85 on loot this week. Mm-hmm.
Well, we just get fucked.
Nah.
Like what?
Yep.
That's
This was
not
not
good.
talked about.
Your last place. This has been talked about. I said this
It
is
has
how
been
it
talked
will.
about.
Chance.
Been mentioned
Chance.
several times.
It's
Yeah.
been talked about, but nobody has been grinding.
So let me
points like that
put this
anymore.
forward. So I think you should remove it because also, if we're going to be doing that, there's a lot of the other races that did lose those previous weeks that didn't get punished. So at this point, just make it open, like the roll like it was. Just
Wait, Chance, question. Does this have to do with tanks? Tanks get gear, right? No matter what?
Me and Tyler are prio number 1 because you're a feral. If a feral tank piece drops, yeah, I would go to you, Miz. Tanks are excluded from this
clear.
regardless.
I'm a tank too. I'm a tank too.
Are you?
Are.
I identify as.
on-
tank.
I should be on
are
tank
you like
footing as
the
Miz.
top 4
No,
main
you're a budget
tanks,
tank.
little bro?
So
I
off
will be.
tanks,
Get in,
I will be-
off tanks are like second prize. I'll probably loot council and be like, oh, that should definitely go to a tank. And if me and Tyler already have it, I will decide, yeah, that should definitely go to the off tank. Like they need it. But off tanks, they don't care about threat. Gearing them is not the biggest priority. But you're a feral druid, Miz. Like you don't really, like your gear isn't really competed when it comes to tanking. because that's Grubby and
I know.
Soulfall want it, but they DPS, so you'll probably get it regardless.
Appelez-vous, cool.
So
I just wanted you to say that I'm pro. That's all.
do we want to just say fuck the race points at this point? They've had their time, or do we want to go with? Do we want to?
Yes,
do we want?
please.
I only hear Tara.
I vote screw the points.
Fuck the race points and Grayson.
Okay.
Yeah.
Grayson.
And the ZNN news.
So we're going to let everyone just roll 1 through 100. If it's not tank gear and it's not going to Tyler and myself, everyone can just roll 100. We don't have to manage anything. We'll just send it like that. I'm good with it. I think the race points have had they've seen their light of day. It went great, but
So no more racism?
It's been such a fun system.
Racism has been pure.
Yeah, that's been great.
It's been abolished. We did it.
So
Yeah, we all
We
matured,
did.
right?
have
No more
ended
racism.
racism.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
In World War
Yeah.
First ever.
Yay. Wait, what about
World
sexism?
We're still there.
That's
We're working on
safe.
it. We're not
Sexism
that.
is
We're not
still
that
there,
progressive.
Yeah, come on. Yes.
Oh, no,
That's
okay,
a little
okay.
crazy.
Maybe
Can we do
soon.
some positive sexism, like women roll for 101?
Ooh,
love
yes.
that. That's a good
And
idea.
everyone that
That's
had an
a
F
great
in
idea.
their name, and
Dude, I
everyone
can't
that had an
even
F in their name.
Ooh.
Okay.
I have an F in my name.
Chance,
too.
what if women only rolled up to 66? I feel it's fair now.
What if Miz gets
agree.
benched?
All right.
Okay, but like, what
that's-
about me? Tyler and Soda gets everything.
Yes, because you're an
And
off
I'm a
tank.
woman.
You do not matter
Mary,
as
you're
much.
off. Mary, we actually don't matter. Let Tyler and
I
Chance
know,
do everything.
right?
The
No,
reason
Dude,
why the
woman
tanks,
off
We
tank is
actually don't.
crazy.
the reason why the
Yeah, we-
tanks need the gear is because we have to out threat all of you. When you're off tanking and you're tanking X, the second kill target, no one is hitting that target. Your threat isn't a big deal. By the time they start hitting it, you've got so much, your gear doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That is the reality
Mary-
of off tanking.
Mary, realistically, you're gonna get nothing today, and Tyler and Chance are gonna be almost fully geared.
Yes, that is.
I
the
know,
truth.
and you at least get druid shit. Man,
I wouldn't complain too much, Mary.
Soda, can I ask one question? That
Yeah.
it's kind of, I don't want to start any like bad juju or whatever, but let's say the war chief dies. Who gets war chief?
That's a guild discussion for when it happens.
Democracy?
Cross that bridge when we get there.
First in line
Aren't you
backup
vice
tank.
ward, like assistant war chief?
I'm not dying. I don't know what you guys are speaking of.
Yeah, Mary, what the is that about?
All right, well,
What?
let's say Mary
What'd I
dies.
do?
Who's our backup tank after her?
wait, I get to choose because I die, right?
No,
It's gonna be Gunner.
What?
it very likely could be Gunners. So there's a lot of options here.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
want Gunner to take my place.
you're not going to decide
should
it,
be
Mary.
Hubert.
But Gunner is on the potential of that
That
list.
is my life. I
That's-
have the right
Yeah,
to my
you
life.
know, you don't have a decision because your life is forfeit. You died.
True.
Now,
But
if
like my
you need-
will. What if I had a will?
I'm fucking over it.
will.
We do BWO next week.
BWL is not out. So everyone,
Oh.
here's where we're at. Next week on Saturday, how do we want to do the next raid? Do we want to do a
Hey,
competition of
Orange,
2 raids
thank
at the
you.
same time? Or do we just want
Put me
to
in talkers raid. I'm gonna
on
bark.
Sunday?
Different times, I think.
I agree.
Yeah,
I don't think we're
maybe
ready for a
who's gonna be the
competition.
raid leaders?
Wait, can I ask a question?
Is it even physically possible to gather that many consumes?
No.
You have people
We
actually
also
play
had
the game and
Sodapoppin
hurt.
die today.
And
I
this
think
is-
we
Like,
there's,
still
it's not
like-
even possible.
And this is where a lot of people were like, "Oh my god, we need to do 3 raids." Well, how am I gonna? You see why we can't just go in here? Not while we're guild self-found. It's tough. We could slim it back down to 1 raid, but people wouldn't like that. I know they wouldn't, but that's smart. This is why people are on the bench. People get subbed in. You have people on reserve, but it's a tough one.
We have some people that can't really play
We-
weekends
we
all the
can-
time. Do you
we
want to do
can
1 raid during the week?
We can completely drop guild self-found.
We could
No.
have auction house, yeah.
It's the only thing that gives meaning to it all. Once you drop that, we go pit tree, we go auction house. Like, it's not worth it.
What if you
just allow,
very specific things to
I
buy
agree.
from
I
the
think
auction
I
house?
am
big
cool.
on the auction house.
So auction house
Just
would mean
ban
we
Petri.
we buy our consumes and we don't have to farm
What if
7,000
what if
grums worth.
only if you're in a raid and you're slotted to go to raid, you can give gold to 1 person in guild who can then buy consumes for you for that gold.
Oh,
You have to supply your own gold.
Sure.
That's
So you can grind for something, if you don't have herbs, right? You can grind, you can AoE farm as a mage ZF, you can do whatever. You can earn gold somehow, and then you can buy your consumes through one person.
I really like that.
Through the
I
auction
really
house.
like that.
That's
not
cool.
as
You have
bad.
one guy that can buy consumes for you.
Guys,
Maybe
do
that's
you want to
good.
look at my cloak real quick? It looks so sick. I'm so happy. Look at it.
Oh my god.
Oh,
congratulations.
I mean, it does look pretty cool. That's actually pretty sick.
Let me see. Yeah.
She's kind of swagged out. Look at her.
Damn.
So
Wow.
You look so good, Sun Glitters.
Thank you. Thank you.
You got some drip.
So what we're gonna have to ask here, I'm sorry to completely ruin your high. You're on the ultimate high, Sun Leaders, and I'm proud. I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
A lot of people are talking about how we need to do guild self-found. I want to talk to the people that actually farm the mats.
No, there's no way we can do it and sustain it.
There are maybe like 10 people max, like Maui, how you doing? Morgana, colleague. There's not a lot of people that are actually farming the mats, and they're the ones doing
I'm
it.
the good interns.
And everyone's
I
got
mean, the
very
way I
strong
see it
opinions.
is, like, Blizzard lets the bots sub to the game for a reason, and like that's why the mats are there, so that they can go and farm it for us. And it's just like, we might as well
Here's
use
what
it.
we'll do. Here's what we'll do. Let's try and keep the integrity. Let's wait until raid day. If we don't have the consumes and it's fucked, we'll see at that point. But let's try and farm. God, now that we've set, like, unless I give like a hard rule, no herbalist is going to want to go out and actually farm if there's a chance that it's pointless. So we actually
And
got
if
to make a
they're in
decision.
raid, they're not going to want to give it to anyone else either, because they're going to want to keep it for themselves, right? So.
Okay, what about this?
Like, we won't be able to
We
raid
all
next
love
week.
the loot. What if the people that prioritize mat farming get priority on gear?
I recommended that, and people were very
Do people
upset
care?
that I would allow people that
Oh.
actually farm mats to have 2 roles.
Okay. That's
I
fine.
think actually
That's
after
big.
thinking about it more, the risk is that some people stop streaming because they don't want to do like 6 days of
Yes.
alchemy farming. Or,
It's a
and then-
reality.
That's true.
And
So
then we don't
can,
get to play anymore.
We can
So
kill the
maybe this is
guild.
the
It is
lesser
bad
evil.
content, I'll tell you that.
It's not good. Chat can go whatever. I am proud that we guild self-founded all the way to a full-on guild Ragnaros kill. We did do that. BWL
Hell
is
yeah.
5 weeks from now. If BWL was around the corner, I'd feel somewhat differently. But yeah, I think we're gonna pull the trigger on the idea that Sardako had. When it comes to consumes, we will have some type of exception for the mats. You will need gold. You will need to bring your own consumes. And what was it again, Sardako? You buy your own gold. What is it?
I don't want to take credit for that idea. That was
Nathan.
else.
Nathan, it was Nathan, yeah.
I said that one person in the guild gets nominated, like Nothsan, right? To just
Sure.
park a character. They get the gold. You can buy your consumes through them by giving them gold. And only that person, and only if you're selected for raid. That way you control people's access to the auction house.
Okay, so you're still not allowed to use the mail. You're still not allowed to use the auction house yourself. The only way you can earn gold is by playing the game. Can't G2G because you can't use the mail from anyone outside of the guild. Won't work. So you got to earn gold and you got to buy the consumables that way. Does everyone agree with that?
Yeah, it's impossible to buy gold that way, and I think that that's great.
Okay. So we'll send it on that. That way we can actually get more raids out. We will for sure have 2 raids. If you are not in those 2 raids, you may form your own MC, and you may go in with guildies or non-guildies, assuming you're not in those rosters. Next raid, Ms. Kiff, you are raid leading. Tyler.
Let's go, Miz.
Oh, God.
You are also going to raid lead. You are going to do what I have done. Okay? I have done it with 5, 6 deaths. How many deaths did we have?
6. You slaughtered 6 people.
I slaughtered 6 people. So once again, Tyler, you got an opportunity to beat my ass. I hope I actually hope you win. So everyone, you got to bring your A game. You can see how quickly people can die. We should have all the consumes. We should have dire maul buffs next time. It should be easier, but let's not hit 6 again. That was rough, and I'm sorry to everyone who died, and thank you so much for playing. I hope you keep playing and re-level. If not, I understand, but we're still here. Next raid.
Are you guys going to be...
Go ahead, Julia.
Are you guys going to be picking the raid groups again like this time?
Well, how should we do it?
We don't have...
We can do a draft where Ms. Miz picks his team, and then Tyler picks his.
Ooh, that's good.
Yep.
Okay. So
Like
we'll do it.
NFL draft. Yep.
We'll do
Makes
like
sense.
an NFL draft. What day do we want to do that? I
Probably
will
the
not.
Thursday before. That's a little time.
I will say I will not be here. I have scheduled a 3 or 4 day vacation myself after today.
Oh, good for you.
Makes sense.
Oh, you
You
deserve
deserve
it.
it. You
You
deserve it.
Yeah.
Let's make it a 6-day.
You put in tons of work.
So I will be gone for 3 or 4 days. I don't have to be there though. So it doesn't matter when. Tyler, what day would you like the draft to happen on? If raid is on
Probably-
Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, probably like we did this time. Probably on Thursday, because that gives us. Like, are we doing a sweat limit for that too, or is it 40 people, any sweats, anything?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You can invite anyone you want, make your raid roster, and those are your 40. It'll be
Same
Tyler
thing,
goes
then.
first, Miz goes second, back and forth. You can have one person in your corner to kind of tell you about raid comp. You can each have one of those. Just pick who you want.
Draft Thursday. We go Saturday.
Okay.
What about raid time?
Raid time will be the same.
Yeah.
I think on both Saturday and Sunday it'll be the same. Hopefully you guys can make whether you get assigned to Saturday or Sunday. I don't know which one each of you is going to do. I will be in Mizkif's raid because I will main tank. That is already decided. So Tyler, you'll get first pick.
Wait, isn't it my raid? I want Mary to tank.
Okay.
There's Super Bowl
just-
Sunday, by the way.
All right, fine.
Yeah, another Eagles versus the Chiefs.
We got to do Saturday, Sunday raid. Sorry.
It can't be Sunday. It's a Super Bowl. It actually can't be Sunday.
Oh,
Or-
fuck.
unless mine's on Saturday and you guys don't care about the Super Bowl.
Just get the Europeans. We don't know what that is. So excited for Super Bowl, man.
Oh,
The Chiefs and I live in Kansas City. What are we doing?
Super Bowl
I don't know
5.
football series. What are you talking about? You should care. You know what I
how
mean?
long does the Super Bowl last, and what times does it happen at?
About 3 to
actually-
4
Oh,
hours.
it's all day. They're all day.
first
one is
Grilling
about 2
hours or so.
Grilling
all
and
day, man.
drinking. Yeah.
I mean,
To go
fuck me.
Friday, Saturday. Is that the worst?
How
We'll
about
work
them
on Friday,
Cowboys?
maybe.
If we do Friday, Saturday, depending on, I will not be able to make it Friday probably. But
Miz,
maybe
if you pick me, I'm drinking.
let's
That's good.
let's do Friday and Saturday, and I'll just go in the raid that's on Saturday.
stuff.
It's but
That works.
Give me Saturday then.
Okay. All right.
Give me Saturday.
Well, that's if you have to pick me for the draft in that case.
Yeah,
Tyler,
I know.
who's-
But you
Tyler,
can't
who's your
speak,
first pick?
right?
Say
I'll
again,
make a
Tyler.
rule. You're not speaking during mine.
No, I'm not.
Perfect.
I mean, like, I'll talk, but I'm not going to be helping at all. Just kind of like how Ampy and everyone else was. Yeah. All right. So we'll schedule that in. Friday and Saturday, we'll do the raids. Thursday is a draft. Tyler and Miz will do it at 2 p.m. CST. Does that work?
Yeah.
All right. Thursday draft. Everyone, we've done it. We've scheduled in our next raid. I will see all of you on Thursday. Fandy, what?
Sorry, I was talking about taking the screenshot in the graveyard. My bad. I
Oh.
didn't mean to unmute.
It's okay.
Thank you, Soda. You did a great job.
I did my
Yeah,
best.
this was awesome
Thank you
work.
guys.
Soda.
This was
Thanks
so
for-
You did an
fun.